Hello, everybody. Welcome to our look at the upcoming April 27th week in the binary options world. In front of you is the economic calendar, as per usual. Monday's going to be a fairly quiet session. Services PMI might be the largest number out of the U.S. Truthfully, though, don't look for too much movement based upon that. Possibly an effect on the stock markets in the U.S. if it's a massive miss, but beyond that, it generally doesn't carry too much weight. We have British GDP coming out on Tuesday. Obviously, that will affect the pound and the FTSE. FTSE is very interesting as we continue to consolidate between 7,000 and 7,100. Truthfully, this could be the breakout. We'll have to wait to see. We do believe that the FTSE goes higher over the longer term. Now, with this in our back mirror, we look at consumer confidence. That will, of course, have an effect on U.S. stock markets in general. The higher, the better, obviously, and will push stock markets in one direction or the other for at least the day. GDP comes out, and that's probably more important on Wednesday out of the United States. That will definitely have an effect on stock markets and the U.S. dollar in general. Pending home sales, we will ignore that. That should have no effect. Interest rate decision coming out of New Zealand later in the day on Wednesday will affect the Kiwi dollar, obviously. But really, what will be interesting is if there's some type of shock. The question then becomes, is the economic situation in the world worse than we thought? So probably not an effect, but do be aware of the fact that they could move the markets if they say something that's concerning. We have German unemployment change here on Thursday. Look for the DAX and the Euro to go up or down based upon that. CPI out of the Eurozone will have an effect on all European indices and the Euro. Canadian GDP, that's a Canadian dollar-centric number, probably won't move much. Later in the day on Thursday, we have manufacturing PMI out of China. That is a risk-on, risk-off type number. So if it's a good number, it will be good for stock markets and vice versa. Now, as we look at Friday, there's all kinds of Labor Day. It's May Day around the world, so expect quiet trading. Probably really won't see much ISM manufacturing employment numbers and consumer expectations out of the United States. So, in other words, it's going to be U.S.-centric kind of stock market type day. As we look at the weekly charts, it appears that the Euro wants to bounce a little bit, but I anticipate that we are going to just simply continue to consolidate, meaning 110 will be the cap in the market. So we're looking to sell or buy puts, resistive candles, somewhere a little bit higher. If we break above 110, that becomes very interesting. Probably go to 114 at that point. Even that move, though, really, when you look at the totality of the move, even 114 is nothing. So very possible. Looking at the silver market, you can see we continue to bounce around. 1550 has been very reliable since November of last year, so we'll have to pay attention. Any type of supportive candle near the bottom of the range at 1550 has us buying this week just for a simple bounce. We're not looking to get cute. We're not looking to hang on to the trade, but we do recognize that there could be trading opportunities based upon that. Over at the FTSE, we continue to bang around between 7,000 and 7,100, as we said. We could break down below 7,000. That should look for support at 6,900. Regardless, we're buying calls. We want to see supportive candles. We want to go with the longer-term uptrend. With that, we hope that we get a positive week, and we certainly would trade along with it. If we get a negative one, we're going to ignore it and just simply look for support below. With that, we've taken a look at the upcoming April 27th week in binary options.